Thank you both for attending this service that I'm having for my beloved dog Sweepy. Sweepy was my grandparents' dog, however she seemed like she was my dog because I constantly took care of her. She made it a good 15 years and she will be very missed. Every time somebody rang the doorbell, Sweepy would be the first one to come and greet everybody. She was always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and if you were ever sad, Sweepy would definitely be the one to cheer you up. I remember whenever my grandparents first brought her to stay with us because they needed to stay with us for a couple months. We thought this was going to be really exciting to have this new miniature poodle at our house, and we thought that she was just going to be the love of our life. But it turns out that at first, in her puppy days, she was really annoying. She would constantly bite my fingers and bite my toes and chew my socks and all my clothes, and she chewed up my mom's floors, and so my mama never really liked her. She wasn't potty trained, so she ruined all of our carpets, and my mom had to get hardwood floors. So we really didn't have a first good couple of years. I was in first grade when they first got this dog. By the time I was around 5th grade and she was older, we got along a little bit better. I mean, she still nibbled and such, but we would just roll around on the floor and wrestle and have a really good time. We would chase each other, but I was also kind of mean to her because then I would hang her off the couch and throw her around and bully her and things like that. But if my cousins ever pulled her by the ears, I had Sweepy's back. Sweepy and I were very close. Well, later, Sweepy got really old, and I went to college, and she started going blind. She got cataracts in both of her eyes, and we would ring the doorbell, and she wouldn't come to the door as much. Sweepy would try, but she started going deaf, and she couldn't really hear it either. So we would ring the doorbell, and she didn't really come, and she literally went blind and deaf. We would go in the house, and she wouldn't even move, and we'd walk past her, and then she'd smell us. Well, when she would see us, she would start running into walls and couldn't really find us, and it was really sad. And I asked my grandparents to put her down, but they really couldn't do it because it was the love of their life, and it was the love of my life. So we built her this little fence in the kitchen because she couldn't see and couldn't hear and didn't know where to go, and we had this bed laid out for her and these mats, and it was really sad to see the dog that I grew up with and fought with and then loved on as we got older have all these problems, and we really didn't even know what to do with her. Well, soon time went on and Sweepy ended up passing, but it really was a good passing because she was old and it was her time to go, and I'm really glad that she didn't get ran over by a car or something like that. I'm glad it was a natural death, and she really will be dearly missed, and I don't think there will ever be a dog that will ever replace Sweepy.